Hey, welcome everyone. This is Mike from ZoZoStockWatch.com, and this is going to be your stock watch list for the 31st of January, last day of January, tomorrow, Thursday. Let's go ahead and get into some of the news that came out after the bell. We'll start out here. Tesla's CFO is leaving the company, will retire. So Tesla moving down in after hours. They're on their conference call right now. CFO will be departing the company. As you can see, Tesla breaking down through 300, coming down to 291 as I speak. A lot of earnings came out after the bell tonight. We'll go ahead and take a look at those. Let me just backtrack here a little bit in the courtesy of the Trade Exchange news box here. And we had a lot of earnings. Cree came out with earnings after the bell. Cree moving down. Earnings per share beat by 6 cents. Revenue beat. Numbers sound good. Maybe they lowered guidance or something. HOLX. This stock, not much going on in the after hours. Earnings per share beat by 1 cent. Revenue beat. Microsoft missed by a penny. Revenue in line, so nothing too spectacular there. A little bit soft in the after hours tonight on Microsoft. Win had earnings after the bell tonight. They're moving Win up in the after hours. Earnings per share miss, revenue beat for Win. LLNW, earnings per share beat by 1 penny. Revenues in line on LLNW. That stock moving up in the after hours on that name. FLEX, earnings per share beat by 4 cents. FLEX, that one was, yeah, moving up strong in the after hours tonight on their earnings. CRUS, this is a supplier to Apple. Earnings per share and revenue beat on CRUS. Not much action in that one in the after hours at the moment. Facebook beat by 20 cents and also a revenue beat for Facebook. That one was climbing. We actually got a trade in this one in the after hours tonight. We took it over 161 area and the stock moved up to about a 164 for Facebook. So a nice gainer in the after hours there for Zozo Stockwatch members. Let's see, Qualcomm had earnings also tonight after the bell. QCOM popping up in the after hours. Qualcomm adjusted earnings per share beat by 10 cents, revenue beat. Visa earnings per share beat by 5 cents, revenue beat. So we'll take a look at Visa. That one not faring as well. Might have said something on the conference call. They did move it up, now selling it off. Watch this one for a possible reversal play tomorrow for Visa. What else did we have? We had CRUS announces 200 million share repurchase program there. Also, Tesla earnings per share miss, revenue beat for Tesla, and once again, their CFO is leaving the company, retiring. That's what's pushing Tesla down at the moment. Let's see. BCEI gives initial 2019 guidance. Now earnings per share and revenue beat for NOW. Now is moving up in the after hours. So you might get some movement out of names like Zscaler, ZS, or SPLK tomorrow in sympathy on now earnings per share revenue beat. Tesla talked to ramp up production of Model 3 to 500,000 by Q2 fiscal year 2020. Let's see, CVX announces their quarterly dividend. PayPal had earnings after the bell. Earnings per share beat by 2 cents, revenue miss for PayPal. That one moving down in the after hours. Let's see if Square is affected. Not really. So Square holding up while PayPal is moving down in the after hours tonight. PayPal also guiding quarter one revenue lower, so a guide lower there on PayPal. So that could be another reason why that stock is moving down in the after hours. CACI raises annual guidance. CACI. That stock moving up in the after hours on that name. We'll we'll see what else did we have. Blue Apron had earnings after the bell. APRN, kind of a small, forgotten name. Not much action in the after hours right now. They beat by 5 cents. Revenue beat for Blue Apron there. MTH, earnings per share, revenue beat. MUSA, earnings per share beat. Revenues in line. US Steel, earnings per share and revenue miss for letter X. So that stock moving down in the after hours tonight. And then lastly, that news that came out on the Tesla CFO, sorry. So basically, the stock market surged on earnings today. Boeing was a big winner, strong earnings. Apple earnings came out last night. The stock moved up, so that helped power up the Dow back above 25K. The Dow was up 435 points today. The S&P was up 41. The Nasdaq up 155 points. The FOMC announcement came out. They did not raise rates. Jerome Powell says going to be patient. He said that about 100 times today, that he was going to be patient. Let's face it, Jerome Powell caved, and the market liked that, and so the stock market surges on earnings and the Fed caving in. So as you can see, a nice move up here on the SPY. We are coming up to that 270 area. We'll see how we react. I'm sure I would think the futures would be up overnight tonight on a lot of the earnings beats. We are coming up to a flat 200 SMA for the SPY here, so we'll see. The Qs themselves moving up nicely today. We'll see if there's a continuation move tomorrow. The only thing that's going on right now is that the trade talks continue tomorrow between China and the United States. There's economic information tomorrow. We do have some earnings also coming out tomorrow in the morning. We have General Electric, UPS, MasterCard is coming out tomorrow. Altria Group, symbol MO there. Amazon is after the bell Thursday. Amazon, Deckers reports tomorrow after the bell, DECK. And then Friday we get ExxonMobil, Chevron, Merck, Honeywell, Cigna will be reporting also. So still some earnings to go. A big block of earnings came out today, like we said, Facebook, Microsoft, Tesla, PayPal, Visa, Win, Qualcomm, US Steel, ServiceNow, Cree. They all came out after the bell. Boeing came out this morning. AT&T, McDonald's was this morning. Baba was this morning. Let's check some of those names. Baba. That stock held up very well after their earnings. Boeing, as you can see, very strong after their earnings. AT&T weak after their earnings, and McDonald's came out with their earnings this morning. Stock moved down and kind of hung around that 50 SMA on the daily chart. So that's some of the earnings that were out this morning. So for the day, you had the SLX, the steel ETF was up about 4%. JNUG was up over 3% for the day. Nougat was up over 3% for the day. The SMH was up over 3% for the day. The solar stocks, TAN, the ETF there was up over 2% for the day. That's some of your winners in the sectors. A lot of 1% gainers. The things that went down are the things you want to see move down. Volatility now with a 17 handle on the VIX. As far as sector performance, XME, the metals and mining ETF, up 3.5%. The XLK, the technology, up 3%. XOP, oil and exploration, up about 3% for the day. And as you can see, other things were up 2 and 1% for the day. To the downside, nothing really to the downside. XRT was one of your weaker sectors. That's the retail sector. All right, let's go ahead and get into that watch list for tomorrow. So first up, I'm going to have Apple on watch. watch for tomorrow. As you can see, it's starting to clear the 50 SMA. So maybe a nice volume came in on this one on the earnings today. Nice move up. So we'll see if there's any kind of continuation in Apple. Today's high on Apple was 166.15. Let's see where it's trading in the after hours. Trading at 165.70. So I'll have Apple on watch for intraday trading. ADIL, not in love with this one. We're still holding above this $5 area. The high today on ADIL was 611. So if we can get back above $6, maybe you get a move in ADIL, a biotech name. Alt, a nice move in this one today. I have to expand my chart so you can see it. Volume a little bit light yet. For me, this one would have to get up over this 350 area for ALT. Not much going on in the after hours. Amrin was getting a little bit of buying. I think Amrin over the highs today. Let's see, 1706. Maybe over that 17 and a quarter for Amrin. So I'll have that on watch. ARNA Arena has been basing below this 45.25 area. The high back here on January 8th was about 45.11. So maybe over that 45.25 area for Arena, ARNA. Blink was moving up a little bit into the close today. So we'll have this Blink on watch. I think, let's see, the highs today on this name were about 254. So maybe over that 260 area. BLNK, keep an eye on it. Some of the China stocks were a lot of fits and starts in them today. Triple CL, but now with BABA moving up, and maybe if they get a deal with between the U.S. and China, I'm not saying they have to get a deal tomorrow, but if we get positive comments from the meeting tomorrow, maybe some of these little China names will move up. Craig is another one you might want to keep on your watch. 4 million shares came into this. Coming up to the 200 SMA, has that $1.25 area up ahead. The high today was exactly $1.25 on Craig. Not doing too much in the after hours, so I'll have that one on watch. You can watch some other small China names. Maybe they'll make some moves. GBT holding up very well. Volume about 600,000 shares in this name. Has that $48 area up ahead. A biotech name, so that'll be on watch. JD finally got up over that 24.35 spot. I totally missed it today. Just kept I was watching it. It was just lulling me to sleep, and then finally it started to turn and move up. So I'll have this one on watch again for tomorrow. The high on this one, 24.72, so maybe over 24.80. JD.com, another China name. Netflix looks interesting if it can get back over 342 or so, 342.50 for Netflix. Keep an eye on that one. Neo had unusual call activity, $8 call activity on the name, I believe it was. So we got a trade actually in Neo today over $7.05. So this one will be on watch. NIO. PYX is a tobacco name, but it's kind of in the marijuana cannabis sector. 2.5 million shares came into PYX. Here's the intraday chart. Strong close and move up in the after hours. This one can be very spready though, so you have to play it with small shares. SXTC, nice move up here today. This is a China name, so this had 5.3 million shares. This will be on watch. Intraday. TTD, the daily chart looking much better here. The high today on TTD was 141.79. So this one too over 142.50, 142.25 for this TTD. Twilio looking better, strong move. Has that 105 area up ahead on TWLO. Not much going on in the after hours, but as you can see, 105.50 has been a resistance point on TWLO. Can be spready and very volatile during intraday trading, so just keep that in mind. Twitter, maybe with Facebook moving up after the bell tonight. Facebook was with a big strong move. Now we got a piece of this in the after hours, like I mentioned. So maybe Twitter wants to follow. Facebook, it's up around that 3350 area. It gets resistance. So TWTR will be on watch. Yext, maybe coming up off the bottom, trying to get up off of the 50 SMA. Software infrastructure here. Maybe over that 1550. The 50 SMA on Yext is at 1535. So watch it over that 1550 area. Maybe a possible swing trade in that one. Zscaler holding up okay. Keep an eye on this one over 46 for ZS. On this name. All right, so this is Mike from ZoZoStockWatch.com. If you'd like to try my service, it's $30 for 30 days. That comes to $1 per day. You could be in the main room. If you're just a swing trader, we also have swing trading where you get access to my private Twitter feed. To try it out is $20 per $20 for the month for new subscribers. All right, this is Mike from ZoZoStockWatch.com. Have a very good evening and have a good day trading tomorrow.